tee, and I see out of the corner of my eye Jamar just torching at the line. I'm like, I'm just gonna throw it to Jamar. He's wide open. So I was thinking tee, but Jamar popped.
Right. I'm sure Jamar appreciates you, spotting him last minute.
Joe, for you, man, these last couple of weeks, right, there was all this pressure. You're 0-2. You're hearing all this mess. For you, I know what a driven person you are, what a leader you are. What was really the message of these last 2 weeks? Now we're building week to week. What are you telling your guys in that locker room? Not what we're hearing outside, but what you're telling them inside is important.
We really didn't even talk about it. There was a lot of urgency in the locker room. We knew we were 0-2, but we knew it was a marathon. I mean, we got 17 games, and we started out 0-2. Obviously not great, but we still got 15 more, and we're just getting better and better as the weeks go. Offensive line's playing great. We're hitting our stride in the pass game. Running game is getting better and better. There was no panic. We knew we had to come out and win these next 2 games, and that's just what we did.
Yeah, trust your process. I love it.
Yeah, you talked about it. Even telling everyone to relax. It's hard to tell this fan base, though, to relax because how much they love you.
What's up, guys? We are live for our $6 half case gold standard football. Pick your team number 1. Here is our list of teams. Gary Strong has the Niners, Brian Keefe Young, Bears, Bengals, Joe McGinnis, Josh Wolf, Bills, Alex Gutierrez, Broncos, Justin Corey, Browns, Matt Bell, Bucks, Brian Wagner, Cardinals, Josh Qualman, Chargers, Lowell Haygood, Chiefs, Silas Dust, Colts, Josh Wolf, Commanders, Rick Stillwell, Cowboys, Matthew Bell, Dolphins, Sulasapustra, Eagles, Kaboom Cards, Falcons, Matt Shackelford, Giants, Brian Wagner, Jags, 80 Sulasapustra, Jets, Travis Alma, Lions, Kevin Havinga, Packers, Johnny Langerud, Panthers, Brian Keefe Young, Patriots, Chris Bruno, Raiders, Steve Stone, Rams, Matt Bell, Ravens, Don White, Saints, Johnny Langerud, Seahawks, Alex Escobar, Steelers, Lowell Haygood, Texans, Chris Bruno, Titans, and Johnny Langerud has the Vikings. Yeah, good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Fresh case. Just what Travis asked for. Sorry, I was at soccer. Big shout out to Zenda for manning the post. Alright. 6 boxes. You guys want to pick left or right? Give you guys the choice. Or I'll just do it. Right. Travis says right. 2, 4, 6. Right on. I'll post the other half tomorrow most likely so everybody can get a shot since it's getting late. Put some nice cards on these nice new stands I got today. Well, I went with the first person. Travis says right, Josh says left, Brian says right. So, right it was. Ah! Trying to hide that auto. Jesus. Fell right out of there. First up, Zaquandre White. Never done that. Everywhere. Next up, AJ Terrell /25 for the Falcons. Next up, we have a Gold Rush Justin Fields to the Bears. Sounds like Tua's going to be okay, huh? He's flying home with the team, they're saying now. I did not see it, but I've heard it was bad. Kyle Hamilton to $3.99. Even my youngest son, who wasn't at soccer, I was coaching my oldest son's team, messaged us and was like, Tua got really hurt. He got knocked out. Trey Turner for the Raiders. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I heard he had some kind of like mini seizure or something, but nobody really likes watching that shit, man. Especially if you're a parent. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Titans, Hassan Haskins to $1.99. Here is a nice one. Going to the Saints. $149 of $199. Chris Olave. Olave going to the Saints. Don White. Nice hit, bud. First up, going to the pack, we have a Christian Watson. Next up, we have a Jamar Chase, 49 of 75, going to the Bengals. To the Bengals again, we have a T. Higgins. Next up, going to the Niners, gold-plated George Kittle. That's sick. 39 of 49, going to the Jets, Garrett Wilson. Nice patch. Next up. This is cool. Going to the Broncos, 2 of 25, Javonte Williams. Who, to be fair, has kind of been disappointing for the first 3 weeks of the season. Considering all the hype in preseason about he was going to be the bell cow and all that nonsense. Dude splitting carries with Melvin Gordon still. Next up, we have a 2-patch RPA 120 of 149 of Brian Robinson Jr. And no, I do not have Javonte Williams on my fantasy team, so I'm not complaining. Just the Broncos have had, what, 2 primetime games already, and he hasn't really done shit. But then again, neither is Big Truss. Dude's struggling too. And yet they're 2-1. It's a funny old game. First up, we have Tyler Algier. For the Falcons. Next up, we have DeAndre Hopkins to the Cardinals. Next up, going to the Jets, we got a Michael Carter. Then we have an Amon-Ra St. Brown, white gold. Going to the Lions. Next up, going to the Chargers, we have a Justin Herbert gold gear. You got him on your team, Brian? I mean, you think he could beat off Melvin Gordon for touches if he's that good, right? Eric Uzkanama for the Dolphins. And then behind that, we have an Ahmad Sauce Gardner to 199 going to the Jets. First up, we have a Jaylen Warren for the Steelers. David Ajabo, Ravens. Pat Freiermuth, Steelers. Next up, Justin Jefferson for the Vikes. For sure. I honestly think that new freaking Broncos coach is a moron, Nathaniel Hackett. I'm so glad the Vikings didn't hire him, because he was in the running with Garrett Wilson to $3.99. Napkin for the Jets. Next up, Calvin Austin III, Steelers. You see, after that week 1 game, they hired an extra coach now that just watches the play clock. They got a clock coach so he can concentrate on calling the plays. Next up, we have a triple relic RPA of Isaiah Spiller. Chargers. First up, we got Trey Turner for the Raiders. Next up, we got a Justin Jefferson for the Vikes. Next up, we have a Javonte Williams gold-plated going to the Broncos. Next up, we have a Zamir White to 399 for the Raiders. Isaiah Likely for the Ravens. Next up to the Ravens, Kyle Hamilton. Then going to the Packers, a little birthday mojo. Happy birthday, Kevin Havinga. Christian Watson, RPA. Alright, come on. Let there be something in this last box. Yeah, I mean, so I didn't want to say that yet, but Sky Moore. Next up, we have an AJ Terrell 4 of 5 for the Falcons. Next up, we have a Saquon Barkley Gold Rush going to the Giants. To the Dolphins, gold-plated Jalen Waddle. I almost benched this dude tonight. I wish I did. Almost benched him. Next up, got Jameson Williams, the $3.99. Next up, we have a Justin Ross going to the Chiefs to 49. $19 of 49, 3-color RPA, Hassan Haskins going to the Titans. Yeah, there's got to be something nice in that other half case for sure. I mean, no QB auto, rookie QB auto. No Hutchinson, no Walker. It's a nice Haskins. All right, recap. Michael Carter, Hopkins, Algier, Garrett Wilson to 49, gold-plated George Kittle, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Christian Watson, Kyle Hamilton, Justin Fields, A.J. Terrell, Zaquandre White, Jameson Williams, Jalen Waddle, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Terrell, Sky Moore, Zamir White, gold-plated Javonte Williams, Justin Jefferson, Trey Turner, Garrett Wilson, Justin Jefferson, Pat Freiermuth, David Ajabo, Jalen Warren, Justin Herbert, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Autos. Hassan Haskins to 49, 3-color RPA. Justin Ross, Chiefs. Christian Watson, Packers. Carl Hamilton, Ravens. Isaiah Likely, Ravens. Isaiah Spiller, Chargers. Calvin Austin III, Steelers. Sauce Gardner, Jets. Eric Uzkanama, Dolphins. Brian Robinson Jr., Commanders. Javonte Williams, Broncos. Hassan Haskins, Titans. Trey Turner, Raiders. And a Chris Olave, RPA to 199. Well, I tell you what, I'm just going to let you all know now in the break, and I'll put it on the post. I'm going to post the second half at 1 p.m. Central Time tomorrow. So,
Absolutely. Absolutely. If I would have, that would be irresponsible in the first place. I should.
thanks, guys.